Salutare, bine ați revenit la Let's Play Gothic, partea 3, a doua, da? Da, a doua. Ultima dată am rămas aici, aproape am trecut prin starting zone și o să vorbim cu ăștia care sunt de treabă.
Hey you, what do you want? I want to warn you, if you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them, once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
Da.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Așa. De unde fac rost de o hartă?
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
De ce? Nu le vinde? Bă, pe mine nu mă interesează de ce nu le vinde, pe mine mă interesează să iau cât mai mult fără să plătesc.
If I manage to get them without paying,
Nah.
I'll take as many as I can carry.
You're all right. You should consider coming to the new camp. In case you go there, ask for Lars. He takes care of the new ones. I'm sure he'll have a job for you.
Unde găsesc echipament mai bun?
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind.
Da. Am vorbit cu el, e de treabă tipul și în legătură cu... telefonul, bârbă. Da, am revenit, unde eram, da, stați să salvez jocul. Da, 1. Semne clamării. Ce bun job. Cenzura poza. Ok, o să batem pasărea asta de 100 de viață. Dacă nu bate ea pe mine. S-o iau pe sorsa de kill stealer împuțit. Toa, mi-a dat XP-ul. Bă, frate, nu ce românii de dracu. Băi, cam intră una peste alta, dar TV skills, change of failure, lol, nivel, deci am 1000, o experiență 1400, 140 din 500. Not bad, not bad, puteam să am mai mult, dar bulangiul ăla de acolo, așa. Băi, frate.
What are you doing here?
What's it look like? Regarding the bridge, of course. We make sure that no beasts cross the bridge.
Așa. Și desigur că are niște sfaturi, nu?
Have you got any advice for me?
Yeah, don't go in the forest on your own. Unless you're strong enough to fight off all the beasts. Make sure you get to the old camp. They're holding a pickaxe for you. Let me pass.
O las pe măta acasă.
Hi, I'm new here.
How nice for you.
Is that the old camp over there?
No, that's the new camp. The old camp is underneath the bridge.
Și măta e la mine în pantalon. Da, aș putea să încerc să bat ăia, dar nu sunt destul de puternic și mie să nu mor. Așa că o să lutez chestiile astea. Văd ce mai e pe aici. Mure. Așa. Când ajung în oraș, sperăm că pot să-mi iau și o armură, ceva, dar nu cred că. Și acum, bulangii ăștia.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
Bulangii.
What do you do all day?
I make sure no one gets in if Gomez don't want them to. So don't make trouble when you're inside or you won't be going nowhere.
Așa.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently. That's really not my problem. I doubt that's ever like
Ce amintiri, bă. Mă rog.
If you
Grim. Umbră.
I'd better
rely on
Mă rog, nu o să vorbesc cu el acum, o să mă duc direct la Diego.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Să... Mai zi despre barieră.
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here? But you've only just arrived.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
What about the two other camps?
The two other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
Așa.
Take care.
Obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Păi, Torus. What's up, my nigga?
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego.
Da, cred că o să merg cu tabra veche pentru că ăștia sunt cam cei mai tari. Mă rog, după părerea mea. Lunaticii din tabără, lunaticii din, mă rog, din tabără din mlaștină, lunaticii din mlaștină și tabra de hoți, adică tabra de români, da. Nu prea cine știe ce pe acolo. De ce nu-mi dai tu? De ce nu dai
Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. He'll test you. And if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
Am zis restul sau testul?
There must be something you want done.
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit above you, kid. You just stick to the tasks your patron sets for you.
That's really not my problem.
I'm quite capable of doing anything you tell me to.
Oh, so you're intent on failing, eh? There is one thing that only someone who's not with Gomez can see to. But I'm warning you, you blow this and you'll be in mighty big trouble.
I'm ready for your task.
What I'm about to tell you is between you and me, and nobody else must ever hear about it. Understood?
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. His name's Mordrag. He's been stealing from the ore barons. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy has the nerve to come to our camp and sell our stolen goods to our boys. He's gone too far. But he knows I can't do anything about it.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of the mages.
I'm not involved.
Same old story every time.
You're in trouble.
Sounds to me like the mages are your problem.
Yeah, but they're a problem that's hard to solve. A few years back, one of the shadows tried to stab the High Magician of the Circle of Fire while he was sleeping. They found him later in the outer ring. In fact, he was scattered all over the outer ring.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
Why do the mages protect that Mordrag?
Because they use him as a gopher. Our local mages are in contact with the mages over in the new camp. They often send gophers back and forth. They're likely to become very unpleasant if I throw one of their gophers out of the camp or have him killed.
What about me? What do you think the mages will do to me?
You're new here. You'll be okay. But I'm responsible for what my boys do. That's why it's vital that you keep your mouth shut.
Da, ceea ce mi se pare ironic este faptul că el vorbește, nu știu ce, știți, toată discreția. Noi suntem în mijlocul zilei, ziua în amiaz mare, chiar așa în centru, nu știu, castelului sau ce-i chestia asta și vorbim, mă, da frate, îl omor pe ăla. Da mă, bine, îl omor, hai, gata. Nu trebuie să afle nimeni, bine mă, nu e ca și cum ăia din spate n-au auzit sau ceva de genul ăsta. Sau cam toți n-au auzit. Unde îl pot găsi pe Mordrag?
Where can I find Mordrag?
You'll find him at the south gate on the other side of the castle, just beyond the entrance. The bastard wouldn't dare come any further into the camp.
Mă voi ocupa de... Vrei să-l omor pe tip?
Do you want me to kill the guy?
I want you to make sure I never see his face around here again. I don't care how you do it.
I'll take care of it. You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
If I gave you a certain amount of ore, would you let me in the castle?
For a certain amount.
How much?
Well, it'd have to take a while to count the ore. Long enough to make sure me and my boys are busy counting while you slip by.
So tell me, how much?
1,000 nuggets should be enough.
1,000 nuggets?
Well, you could join up with Gomez. That'd get you in the castle for free.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I have the 1,000 nuggets of ore. Now let me go in.
Don't try and trick me, kid. You don't have 1,000 nuggets of ore.
Mă rog,
Really not my problem.
termină. Asta a fost, păi, în legătură cu tot, ok. Căcatul ăla enervant de acolo, să fie enervant. Nu ăsta. Ăla, ăsta.
Hey, man. New here? I haven't seen you before. I'll join you for a while, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll need a friend.
Marș.
Get lost.
You're not in a good mood today, are you? I better come with you. Tell me, where are we going? Or is it supposed to be a surprise? I like surprises.
Cum ți-e viața, my friend?
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sună delicios.
Sounds
Bă, de la-
good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
Unde găsesc gândaci peste tot. Unde găsesc ciuperci și habar n-am.
Where can I find hell mushrooms?
If you leave through the south gate, that's the collapsed tower. You'll see a plane directly in front of you. There's mushrooms growing there.
Da, băi, dacă auziți un scârțit, ăla e scaunul meu. Că mă tot dau uța pe el și a început să facă figuri.
Who was the guy you sent before me?
His name was Neck. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now. I sent him to collect mushrooms, but he didn't come back.
Mergem și noi pe aici. Na, cred că o să...
Don't pay attention to me. I'll stay with you. Don't worry.
Could you please keep quiet for a minute?
Sure.
Nu poate. Așa. Diego.